Cuckoo-ca-choo, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven waits for those who pray. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? All right. We're kind of live. I see one person is here. Say hi if you're there. Otherwise, I will wait a little bit. Behind me, you see my cat's water. That's the water dish. That's the water. They get good water. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? Should we sing for a while? Yeah, that's a good song. Do you know the song Mrs. Robinson by the who was it? Simon and Garfunkel? Lyrics. Richard, ni hao. Lei long. Hello. Let's go ahead and sing. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our files. We'd like to help you learn to help yourself. Look around you, all you see are sympathetic eyes. Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, nice song. It's not a religious song. Suddenly, this is the first time I'm singing the actual lyrics, and it's all about praying and God and Jesus and heaven. Yeah, I've known this song for 40 years and never thought about that. Cuckoo-ca-choo. Seems a lot of, oh yeah, well, this is a good time for China, Richard. It's a very good time for China. So I should say ni hao. Ni hao. Hello, welcome. Lucy's here. Pick is here. Lei is here. Great. Where's everybody from? I know Richard. Richard's from Shanghai. Richard's the Shanghai. Richard's in DDM VIP, Perf VIP. Richard's my brother from a Chinese mother. Where's everybody else from? We have a little delay. Mohammed, see now, Mohammed, that he's not Chinese. That's not a Chinese name. Where's everybody from? We probably have about a 30-second delay. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? Brazil's in the house. Lucas. Welcome, Lucas. Obrigado. Egypt, Shukran. Thanks for joining me so much. Your son from China. Richard, you're not my son. You're my brother. Lucy's from Hangzhou. Where's Hangzhou? North, south? Pray tell. Oh, Wong's actually in Toronto. Very cool. Very cool. Toronto. Not too far from me. Not too far. Colombia is in the house. Gracias. Andra Jane. Morocco. Prota 20. That's a cool name. Prota 20. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Morocco. Welcome. Originally from Dalian. Dalian is in the north of China. Is that right? Eritrea. Amino. Very cool. I went to college. When I was in college, one of my coworkers, he's a really good guy. He was from Eritrea. Yeah, I liked him. Eduardo from Brazil. Obrigado. Thank you very much. Yeah, we were singing some Simon and Garfunkel. Enough of the singing stuff. Good song. Today, everybody, we're gonna do some dictation. You guys are gonna do a DDM lesson with me. This is actually DDM 70. DDM 70. From a long, long time ago, I can hardly remember.
spaces.
The day the music died.
Time,
Anybody
Brett
know that
just thought
song?
he was on the other.
The music died, and we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. In good old days of drinking whiskey and rye, singing this could be the day that I die. This could be the day that I stop singing, damn it. Yeah, Dalian is the north of China. It's a seaside city. Very good. I know that. Hangzhou is near Shanghai. Cool. Hangzhou is Alibaba's headquarters. Very cool. I didn't know that. The east. Of course it's in the east. There's nothing in the west of China. Of course it's in the east of China. Everything's in the east of China. What's in the west? Nothing. Mountains. Desert. I got a couple of screens going here, so I got to just double check. All right. So how many people we got? Just looking now. Looks like we're about right now we have 27 people. 27 people watching. Very cool. Very cool. I think we're good enough to start here. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So, as you guys know, my name is Coach Shane. You probably have tried my free lessons. Some of you may even be in my DDM class or my perf class. If you are, very cool. It's great to see you. Today, right now, I'm actually having a sale for DDM and VIP and something new called LME 365. So we're going to talk about that later. But right now, I'm going to do a DDM lesson with you guys. Not the whole lesson. We're just going to do a part of it. But it's a really cool lesson. So you guys are going to have to do the dictation. All right. This lesson is actually DDM 70. DDM 70. All right. And the title of the show is The Roomie. So who can tell me what roomie means? What does roomie mean? And once again, we have about a 30-second delay of when I speak and then when I see your writing. So I have to wait. So what does roomie mean? Brazil. Dao BM3 Phil. Cool. Chengdu is in the west. Yeah, one city. Hot pots, delicious stuff. Igor from Brazil. Great. Sama from Egypt. Very nice. I'm teasing China. You guys need some thick skin. Roommate, good job, Diana. I think it's Diana, right? Roommate, that's right. Melton. Roommate, there you go. Everybody's getting it. Happy English, Vlad, your neighbor. Very cool. Actually, it means roommate. Roommate. Yes, good job. So roomie is short for roommate. I gotta edit this. Hold on a second. How did I do this? How do I edit? Oh, I can never remember. Edit. I think that's what it is. Okay, good. And I don't need this. I just need this. Yeah, okay. I'm using, this is a PDF. What is it? Adobe, so I don't know how to use it. So yeah, it means roommate. Oops. Yeah, roommate. Could be housemate. In the UK, they say flatmate. Okay, so roommate, housemate, flatmate, that's what roomie means. Okay, so the name of this DDM assignment is The Roomie. Okay, so we're going to learn about a roommate. That's the idea. So I'm going to play the video for you. The way DDM works is I give you some script. You know, we can see here when Mark and his roommates, boom, roommates, moved into their new place, new house off campus next to the university. It seemed just like any other college house that needed a bit more work. Okay, now that's what we're going to hear the reporters say. And then we're going to hear Mark give us a sentence and you have to dictate it. But first of all, what I want you to do, I'm going to play it 3 times. I'm going to play Mark's sentence 3 times. And then I want you to give me basically a summary of what he said. So you don't have to worry about dictation. Just tell me kind of what he said. All right? Uh-huh. And yeah, good luck. This is not easy. That's easy. You ready, guys? Here we go.
When Mark and his roommates moved into their new place off campus, it seemed just like any other college house that needed a bit more work.
There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty.
All right, I played it 4 times. That was really nice. I played it 4 times. What was he saying? Basically, anything. Floors dirty. Good. What else? Good. Yep. Dirty floors. That's it? Nobody else heard anything? Oh my goodness. Ah, the beginners. Okay, AC, something about AC. Good. Oh, good job. Is it Diana? Am I pronouncing your name right, Diana? Good. Lots of answers coming in now. Good. Good job, Mel. Is it Mel? Mel, nice. Good. Liked it. Great job. Okay. Now, you guys need to dictate this. Now, the goal of dictation is to be able to hear the sentence 3 times and be able to dictate it. Because in real life, you only get 3 times. If I say something to you, and you don't understand, you can say, "Oh, I'm sorry. One more time, please." Oh, my English is not good. Please, just one more. You only get 3 times, 3 chances. If you don't understand within 3 chances, it's too bad. Too late. You're done. Your English needs to improve. I want you to remember, DDM is not for beginners. It is for intermediate and advanced students. So let's see how your dictation skills are. You just heard everything. Now you need to dictate it, and I'm expecting perfection. Are you ready? Here we go.
There was mold in our air conditioner.
That was 7 words.
The walls and the floors were all dirty.
The last part had 8 words.
There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty.
One more.
There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty.
Great job. I'm looking at Happy English Vlad's answers, almost perfect. I'm looking at Sama's answers, almost perfect. Yeah. Your verbs are wrong. Mel, Tim, almost. Everybody's got the wrong verb. Wrong verb. All right, so I'm going to write the answers. You can watch me as I play this.
There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners.
Got it. There you go. Good enough. There you go. So here are the answers. And the problem that most of you seem to be having was the was right there. Yeah, it's tough. Mold is probably a new word for a lot of you. Hopefully not. Hopefully you know that word. We're going to open up Microsoft Word because I like that better. Put the answers right here. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-doo-boo-boo. I guess I got to bring this over. There we go. There we go. And now I got to make it bigger so you guys can see it. All right. There we go. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold. There was mold. There was mold. Okay, so the word here, and I want to talk about this, and we talked about this earlier. There was. This is a schwa pronunciation, guys. Very fast, no stress. That's why you're hearing is. It's not there is. No, there was. You got to bring the lips together a little bit to get that W. There was. If you got were, then obviously is and were are not going to match. So either you're wrong here or you're wrong here, and this is where you were wrong. There was molden. Yeah, we got linking right there. Molden. All right, that D is going to link over here. In our linking over here. What the pronunciation of this word is, we have two pronunciations. Perfect pronunciation is our, but daily English pronunciation is what? Give you guys a chance to talk. What is, good job. That's right. R, just like the letter R, or even the verb A-R-E. Moldenar. There was mold in our air conditioners. Don't leave out the S. Air conditioners. The walls. Again, we've got schwa right here. This is a schwa, so we don't say the. We say the super short. The walls and the. Okay, and did he say the? I always forget. Keep losing this video too. I don't want to lose that. Damn it, Janet.
The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors.
Yeah, the walls and the. So we got another pronunciation thing I'm going to tell you here. When he says and the, actually what we're kind of hearing is walls and the. It's almost more of a schwa. It's kind of what we're hearing. If I spelled it out something like this, but I'm not using E, I'm not using U, I'm using apostrophes intentionally because it's a schwa. Okay, and the schwa sound we can sometimes write it like this, but we shouldn't. I don't want you to think like that, because if people see this, they want to say enna. And he didn't say enna, he said enna. So this is the schwa. This is Coach Shane's symbol for the schwa. So it's really important to learn about the schwa and practice. So we lose the D and the TH. Both of these sounds are canceled. And who can tell me why? Who can tell me why those sounds are canceled? The D and the TH are gone. Why? Me. And you. Consonant? Good guess. I like it. Nice guess. Big. Similar sounds. Oh, yeah. It's close. I like that. It's much better, Rodrigo. Good job. Do. Anybody else? Nobody else? So, this is something that you learn in DDM. It's very important. People always forget, but you should never forget. There you go, Richard. Thank you. Richard, what are the strong sounds in American? Nope, not a flap T. No, good guess. What are the strong sounds in American English? We have three. What are the strong sounds to make it easy? No. What are the strong sounds in American English? It's easy to pronounce. End the. It's easy. DTH? No. No. What are the strong sounds? D and R, completely different. No. Good guesses. I love the guesses. Keep guessing. I'm not very nice, but don't worry about me. SNL, thank you very much. SNL. SNL. These are the strong sounds. The weak sounds. Good job, Shivam. R, D, T, T, H. These are the weak sounds. These are the strong sounds. These are the weak. Oops. Strong sounds. These are the weak sounds. They're so weak. And what happens is, if an SNL is next to a DTTH, there's a really high chance that the DTTH can be canceled. And that's exactly what happens. So, for example, you and I, do we say you and I? You and I? No, we can. We should. But typically we say you and I, you and I, you and I. The N cancels the D. The N is a strong sound, and it cancels the D. It kills the D. The D is gone. Adios. Zaijian. It's gone. Sayonara. N. Okay? So you and I, you and I. Now, the N isn't done killing. It killed the D, and now it sees a TH. It's going to keep killing. It'll kill the TH too. It can kill the TH. We can keep it. And the. Beautiful. But usually we say enna. And that's how we get this. And once again, it's more of a schwa. The walls and the N knocked out the TH. Now, and the and what's the difference in pronunciation? Bingo. I'm going to talk about that in a second, Rodrigo. Rod Law, also in DDM VIP and Perf VIP. And the and do they sound the same or are they different? Same or different? Just write that answer. Same or different? And the and when we say it fast, when we cancel the D, blah, 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 do they sound the same or do they sound different? Let's see what kind of answers I get. Let's see how smart you are. Is this the Mensa group or the Dunsa group? Pick says different. Abdulaziz, I'm not sure. He's just giving me pronunciation. Ooh, Diana, Timilia Santos say the same. Anybody else? Same or different? Ooh, into, boy, that's completely different. Good question, Endra Jane, but it's completely different. Into is very different. Another same. Lucy says same. Yes. Well, congratulations to Pick. They're different. They're very, 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 very different. Very different. And the difference is this. And the, I'm gonna use this type of spelling. It's gonna be like this. The pronunciation is enna. And is like this. Anna. So I don't know what Abdullah Aziz was writing, but it does sound like Anna. Not Anna. It's Anna. Do you understand the difference here? Now, I understand for you guys, it's the same thing. But no, it's not. To an American, absolutely, we can hear the difference. And how can we hear the difference? And this is what I teach in DDM. If you can say it, you can hear it. So I teach you guys actually how to say it. We have live classes. You can practice with me. I can hear you. So anyway, enna. Now it seems like a really tiny difference, but think about it. How many of you are perfect with your and the usage? Probably very few of you. And the problem is because when you hear Americans say it or use it, you're not actually hearing what they are saying or using. So it's impossible to learn. Very, very difficult. So that's something you guys need to practice a lot. So the walls and the floors were all. We got linking here too. We're all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty.
We're all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty. There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty.
All right, let's keep going here. And I'll explain later if we have time. The reporter. But after a month of living in the house off East 13th, and I wrote they, and that's a mistake. I changed it in the answers files. The guys started to get the feeling that something more was wrong. Uh-oh. But after a month of living in the house off East 13th, the guys, not they, the guys started to get the feeling that something more was wrong. Ooh, sounds scary. And now we've got a long sentence here, a long section to dictate. Are you ready? So once again, I'm going to play it 3 times, and you give me a summary of what he's saying, all right? Here we go.
There was mold in our air conditioners. The walls and the floors were all dirty.
But after a month of living in the house off East 13th, the guy started to get the feeling that something more was wrong.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
Shama. What? Give me a summary. What did he say? Believe me, the words were easy. Words don't come easy to me. How can they always? Good job, Abdulaziz. There's a ghost in their house. What was the ghost doing? What was the ghost doing? You guys know the Police? The Police have a really good song, Ghost in the Machine. Good stuff. Good song. Nobody? Yeah, great job. They have been, ooh, nice. Oh, Bic Bic was doing the dictation. Yeah, great. What was the ghost doing? I want to know what the ghost was doing. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Great job, Bic Bic. Nice job. Wondering. I'm just a ghost. What should I do? Wondering. I love it. That's a good one. Okay, so you guys did give me great answers. There's the ghost in the house, opening ovens, microwaves, stuff, something microwave. The ghost opens things. Yeah, great job. Now, it's time for dictation. All right? You ready? Be strong, young people. I'm assuming everybody's younger than me. If anybody's older than me, let me know. I'm old. Here we go. Dictation.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house. Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. Coming and opening all our coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house. Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
Once more.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house. Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
Oh, Tatiana. It's not that fast. Everybody, I'm sorry to tell you, but this is absolutely normal speed. The next guy, or actually, the next guy, very fast. This is normal. This is easy. Okay, everybody's giving me the first part, but what about the second part? Nobody's giving me the second part. Good job, Diana. Yeah, it's a tough one. You're close. Okay, I'll play it a couple more times, especially the second part. So I'll play the second part 3 more times.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house.
That's the first part. Now here's the second part.
Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. In our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
Some good guesses. There's one word that's just killing you guys, right? Which word, I'm looking at your answers, which word do you know is wrong? In your answers, which word do you know is wrong? Anybody? Which word do you know? You just know it's wrong. Anybody? Ooh. Ooh. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Great job. I'm going to write down the answers. You guys are doing good. We got some smart people.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
There we go. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff, opening all our cupboards and the oven and the oven and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. Yeah, cupboards. Well, that's right. Yeah, this cupboards killed almost everybody. Do you know what is the cupboards? What is, when we say cupboards, what do we imagine? All this stuff. These stuff is a non-count noun, so you can't say these. It's this stuff, this stuff. What's a cupboard? Nandeska cupboard. Who can tell me what a cupboard is? Everything else is easy. Cupboard is the only difficult word. Daniel Barble. Daniel's my brother from a Brazilian mother. Yeah, covers. Ooh, cutting board. Nah, niet. No, not a cutting board. Yeah, covers was killing everybody. Armario. I'm not sure. Like a cabinet in the kitchen. Okay, good. So I like that answer, Mel. So Mel said cupboards are like a cabinet. Okay. So what's the difference? Okay, Lucy, I like your answer. Give me a better answer, Lucy. Give me a better answer. What do you mean plastic? What are you, a college kid? Imagine you're an adult. Plastic cups. Do you have plastic cups? No, it's not covered. It's cupboards. I'm sorry to laugh. It's late at night for me. It's 10:30. I should be in bed. Yeah, you can put plastic cups there. That's fine. Yeah, plastic cups. That's totally cool. No problem. And especially if you're single. If you're single and you have plastic plates and plastic cups and plastic forks and plastic spoons, I totally understand. You use it once and throw it away. I totally understand. Storage shelf. Cover a capacela. I'm not sure. Okay, so come on, there's a key word. Go ahead. Anybody who was in the earlier hangout can tell me too. Key word. Cupboards. When we say cupboards, what should you think? Obviously, the pronunciation, the P is gone. There's no P. And this sounds like birds. Cupboards. Kam-ung. Nice to meet you, Lok. So when we say cupboards, what should you think of? Hint. Thank you. The board, piece of wood, on which we put a cup, right? And think about it. In your kitchen, in a typical kitchen, and you can think about American TV. We have, and it's the same in every country, but anyway, we have things up here and things down here, okay? Now, the things up here and the things down here, both are called cabinets. But when we say cupboards, we think about the things up here. So somebody, I think it was Lucy, said plates. Yes, I agree. Plates go in the cupboards. Cups go in the cupboards. Plastic cups go in the cupboards. What about silverware? Does your silverware, forks and spoons and knives, do you put your forks and spoons and knives in the cupboards? Yes or no? Where do you put them if not? Up, exactly. Cup, up. That's how you remember it. Cup, up. Where do you put your forks and knives and spoons? When they're clean, yeah. Yeah, we don't put them in the cupboards, right? Typically, we do not put them in the cupboards. Where do we put them? Obviously, there's a drawer, right? But where? Give me the we just talked about two things. Cupboards, in a drawer, that's right. In the cabinet drawer. Once again, everything in the kitchen, we can say cabinets. But up here are cupboards. Down here, cabinets. And yes, in the cabinet drawer. That's right, in the cabinets. Exactly. Once again, cabinet drawer is perfect. Okay, good. So look at the words here, guys. So let's listen again. I'm gonna read it and then we're gonna listen. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house coming and opening. And I'm gonna bring this over here. Actually, in our house, do this. There we go. Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. So I'm going to play it a couple times. Just listen. And tell me where you have a problem.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
All right. It's pretty simple, right? We had been telling everybody the story about the story about the story about the ghost in our house, ghost in our, look at that, R, once again, R, ghost in our house. Yeah, what's the pronunciation? B-E-E-N. A lot of students want to say bean. Niet. No, it's not bean. It is bin. We can either say en, bin, or bin, schwa. Ben, bin, ben, bin. So of these three, which do you think is more common? Number one, ben. Number two, bin. Number three, bin. Which do you think is more common? 1, 2, or 3? One, two, or three. Which do you think is more common? 1, 2, or 3. Which is more common? I'm making songs now. Our ears have problems. Number 3, absolutely. Abdulaziz says number 3. Ricardo says number 3. Din guesses number 1. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, they're all great. Number 3 is the most common. There's no question. Americans think about this. This is a schwa. Once again, it's a schwa sound. S-C-H-W-A. It's a schwa sound. Americans love the schwa sound. We have some weird relationship with schwa. We love schwa. Love schwa. And the essence of the schwa is no stress. No stress. We never stress a schwa. The schwa sound, the schwa vowel, the schwa consonant, a syllable, the schwa stress, the schwa vowel, the schwad syllable is never stressed. So think about the word B-E-E-N. Do we stress that word? We had been telling everybody it's possible. It is absolutely possible. But probably 80, 85, 90% of the time, we do not stress the word. We have been telling everybody, very quick, very short, very fast. Now, somebody said telling was really fast. Okay. So when we talk about the word telling, you see that we have an ing. There's an ing. Ing has 3 pronunciations. Yeah, good. It's a good question. Ing has 3 pronunciations. Who can tell me? Yeah, I'll explain that too. Look, good questions. Yeah, you guys are giving me good questions. Ing has 3 pronunciations. Does anybody know what they are? What are they? What are the 3 pronunciations? Oh, yeah. Cheers, Daniel. Anybody? Ing. Good. I see I see 2. Is that are you giving me 3 there, Jane? I'm going to take it anyway. Perfect pronunciation, ing. More commonly, good. I like that. In and now once again, and Shivam wrote this. He wrote un. But if we write this in American pronunciation, we're going to say un. And we don't want to say un. We want to say for a schwa, un. Remember, you guys, Coach Shane, and I really recommend for you too, as you study, write your schwa like this. Keep the schwa sound like that, okay? Because it's easy to remember, and it doesn't take any space. It's very small. So, and that's the idea. Un. In, ing. Now, the big difference here, when we do the NG, your tongue, the tip of your tongue, that guy right there, is just sitting there in the middle of your mouth, and in the back of your mouth, you're touching. Ing. You can stick your tongue out. Ing. You can do that. We don't, but you can. The point is, the tip of your tongue is not used. The back of your tongue is touching. That's how you get the NG, and it's vibrated. Ing. Now, when we do the in sound, it's the same vowel, short I, same vowel, but here the tongue is touching in the front. In. Okay, so that's easy. In. All right, it's all about the tip of your tongue. Where is it touching? The back of your tongue, is it touching or not? And then finally, the it's going to be touching in the front because it's an N sound, but it's a schwa. So, telling. Oh, we got 3. Remember, if we're going to do schwa, we got to drop the stress. So again, telling. Which one did he say? Let's listen.
We had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody.
1, 2, or 3. Which one did he say? Ing, in, or un? 1, 2, 3.
We had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody we had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody we had been telling everybody we had been telling everybody.
I get every answer. Yeah, I got every answer. 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3. 1 or 2, 2. Third one, 3, 3. Wow. Yeah, so we got everybody. Okay, so if you can say it, you can hear it. And this is where DDM is so important. We really need to practice pronunciation. And you sitting at home practicing is good, but it's not enough. You need to have a coach. Me or one of the other guys needs to help you to hear you say it and fix your pronunciation. The answer is absolutely number 3. Telling every. And we'll go right to every because there's linking. Everything is fast, so we got to link in it. We had been telling every. I'm going to slow it down for you.
The story about the ghost in our house. We had been telling everybody this.
Hold up. I got to slow it down here for you.
We had been telling everybody this. We had been telling everybody this. We had been telling everybody this.
Telling every.
We had been telling everybody this. We had been telling everybody. We had been telling everybody.
Telling everybody. We almost don't hear it. Exactly. That's the essence of a schwa. It is super short. Remember, we have the word the. In the first sentence, we had the word the, and I was telling you it was a schwa pronunciation. If we say the properly, it's the. But if we schwa the word, it's the. It's that fast. It's super fast. That is a schwa. That's the essence of a schwa. No stress, super fast. Yes, and you gotta listen carefully, but also what's really important, again, if you can say it, you can hear it. Okay. So for a DDM student, for example, we have, the lessons and the live classes. So if you join us every week, and you have to focus, because as a student of English, there are so many things to think about. Some students are focused on their TH sound. Some students are focused on the R or the L. Some students are focused on the short A pronunciation. The last sound students focus on usually is the schwa. And that's good, because the schwa sounds easy. It sounds easy. It's just that's it. It sounds easy. But actually, in my opinion, the schwa, although you might be able to imitate it when you're actually speaking, ESL students, when they're actually speaking English, they don't use the schwa. And as an American, if I'm listening to you speak, I'll be like, aha, English is not his native language. And what tells it to me, even though your pronunciation might be beautiful, it's probably your lack of schwa. Tatiana says the TH is different. Yeah, there are many different things, but don't worry. Our students, consonants, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, V, X, W, Y, Z. The consonants are easy. We can teach you consonants in a month. You'll be a master. Vowels, very, very difficult, very tough. You mean the software? Irene asks, what is the program you're using to make education videos? The software? I don't know what you're asking. The software? I'm using DDM. DDM is the name of the class. Yeah. So anyway, all right. So telling everybody, okay, any other problems in this sentence? I want to do one more sentence, guys. But let's go ahead. We'll listen a couple more times. Tell me if you have another problem.
We had been telling everybody this. We had been telling everybody. We had been telling everybody that we had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff. We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house, coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
No other problems? Easy peasy? Yeah, schools don't teach you schwa. I'm sure the pronunciation they taught was not very good anyway. The software, I use something called GOM Player. GOM Player. It's what do you call it for Windows? I don't know if it works on the Mac. I think it's just Windows. GOM Player. I really like it. Yeah, GOM Player. That's exactly right. All are. Yeah, all are. Yeah, so let's go to all are. So this is a AW this is an AW vowel. AW. And the AW vowel is tough for a lot of students. As you guys know, our, what's the pronunciation of our? Our, what's the pronunciation? Everybody write, yeah, still use GOM. I love it. Everybody write down, GOM is bear in Korean. That's right, bear. Everybody write down our pronunciation. Lots of good questions. I'll answer all your questions. R. There you go. R. The pronunciation of our is R. So we got all are. Now, once again, if we're linking, there's no cancellation. So the pronunciation is going to be, it's normally like this, all are. But if we're going to be linking, it's going to be all lar. All are. The AW sound, you got to drop your chin. You got to push your tongue down in the soft part of the bottom jaw. This is something I teach in DDM. It's a secret. And then it's ah. And then you slide the tongue up And you can use a light L or a dark L. It doesn't matter. All are. All are. All are. All are. All are. All are. Very tough. All are is very tough. There was more questions. The pronunciation of L seems to have been dropped off. Yeah, that's possible too. Well, the L is dropped off here. It's not here. But over here, all are, all are, all are. Definitely he says it there. We'll listen again.
We had been telling everybody the story about the ghost in our house coming and opening all our cupboards and opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards, coming and opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards, coming and opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards. All are, all are, all are. Yeah, it's a dark L. He's using a dark L. All are, all are, all are. Coming in. Yeah, let's go to the coming. Oh, I love this. We got another 3 INGs here, right? Remember, ING here was an un, right? It was an un pronunciation. Okay. Now we have 2 more INGs. Okay. So we got 2 more INGs. I want you guys to tell me, what are the INGs? Are they the same? Are they different? Here we go. In the oven, in the microwave. In the oven, in the coming and opening house. Coming and opening all our cupboards and 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 coming and opening. Yeah, they're different. Absolutely, they're different. Exactly. Great job. Yeah. And what he did was he did schwa for coming. He said coming, coming, coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in, opening. And then opening, he used ing. Coming in, coming in, coming in, opening, coming in, coming in, opening, 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 coming and opening, coming in, coming in, coming in, opening, coming in, opening, coming in, opening, coming in, opening. Opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards and coming and opening all our cupboards. Yeah, you know what? I agree. I agree, guys. I'm going to change it. I agree. It's more of an in. Yeah, I agree. Coming and opening, coming in. Yeah, I agree. It's more of a in. I agree. Yep. Cupboards and coming and opening all our 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 cupboards. Then no, I don't understand your question. Coming and coming sound. Yeah. So I think maybe you came late. What's the difference between these two? What's the difference? What is the difference? Yeah, absolutely. He linked. Remember, the D is going to be gone. We talked about that earlier. So we've got coming and no, 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 coming and no. Yeah, the difference is the schwa, and the schwa never gets stressed. The in can be stressed. And if we're pronouncing it, it's usually somewhat stressed. Mm-hmm. It's really small, really small. And the pronunciation is this: in, un. So once again, I'll read these 3 pronunciations again. Ing, in, un. Ing, and we say, I'll read it as a word: opening, opening, open. Coming, coming, coming. What was up here? Telling, telling, telling. So once again, it's a huge difference. That drop is a huge difference. And that's why it's very difficult. When we do a schwa pronunciation, it's very tough for people to catch that. There was another question. I thought I saw another question. When we say no stress, So let's look at a word like this. So in the house, okay? And then we'll say a word like the state of Michigan. So in the house,
and write down your answer. Everybody, write down your answer in the chat room. In the house, there are 3 words. Which word is most important? In, the, or house? Which one is most important? Write down your answers. That's right. Texas got a really strong accent. That's for sure. I was born in Texas. Everybody says house. Oh, there's an N. There's an N. So we got house, in. Any other ins? House. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, I agree. Abdulaziz. It's not the. I think what we can say is house probably could be in. Could be in, right? In the house. In the house. In the house. In the house. Right? I think everybody agrees it could be in, it could be house. Probably house because that's a noun, but maybe where is important, so then it would be in. Anyway, in or house, not the could be important, not the car, the house. They could be maybe, right? I don't know. However, almost always, I think we can agree, in and house are important and the is not important, right? We agree, right? So when we talk about sentence stress, the is not stressed. Either in or house will be stressed. So my hat is in the house. I stressed in. My hat is in the house. My hat is in the house. Okay? In the house. Of these 3 words, which word is so weak? In the house. 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 It's always the. The is weak. This word is not stressed. And when a word is not stressed, it is usually going to be schwa. If we stress the word, it is in the house, in the house, in the house, in the house. But we don't say that. We say in the house, in the house. This word, this is a state. Which syllable is a schwa? It could be 2, but for sure 1 syllable is a schwa. Does anybody know which, the 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3. Which one is a schwa? So we got 3. So Mel, that would be a 3, and then a 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay, I like Andy's answer because I said it could be 2, but for sure it's 1, and that's right. For sure, this Michigan. Okay, and I agree. This one can also be a schwa. Michigan. But this is more of a schwa than the others. It's going to be Michigan, Michigan, Michigan. We're going to hear the gun. It's not going to be Michigan. We're not going to say gan. It's going to be gin. Almost more like a short I. If we have stress, Michigan, 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 Michigan. But definitely, the second syllable is going to be dropped off into a schwa. So I would change that to a schwa. And once again, what is it? It's where there's no stress. There's no punch. There's no power. It dies. Michigan, Michigan, Michigan. I went to Michigan. I used to live next to Michigan. I drove through Michigan. Okay? That is what it means by no stress. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? No, and that's another thing. That's a good question. Can we pronounce the schwa slowly? Niet. No, you can't. The essence of the schwa is There's no stress, and it's super fast. Do not say the. No, we can't say the. Now it's a short U. It's the. This is the schwa, guys. Watch. It's like somebody hits you in the stomach. That's it. That's it. It's a. It's not even a. It's a. It's a tiny puff of air. That's what a schwa is in daily English. Yeah, I wanted to do another sentence, but we're already over an hour. Should I do one more sentence, guys? Should I do one more sentence? You guys asked really good questions. See, my son was throwing his cars. He's throwing them like a baseball. So I took them away. I took my son's cars away. I have 3 cars. I have a Camaro, an old truck, and a fuel truck. Yep. Daddy's tough. Everybody says, yeah, short one. Okay, we'll do one more sentence. One more sentence for you because I like you. You're very nice. We're gonna do this sentence right here. He was like, so I'm gonna play. I'll just skip to it. I'll have a gift for you guys at the end. So if you guys can stay, be sure to stay. I'll give you a gift. All right. Let's go.
Coming and opening all our cupboards and the oven and the microwave and all this stuff.
They started getting even more. Found a door. They tried opening it, but it was locked.
Behind the locked door, there was some weird noises like dings and alarms and stuff.
When their realtor finally opened the door, what they found shocked everyone. A bedroom that someone else had been living in.
No, what? Like, you gotta be kidding me.
Inside the room, they found pictures of the guy with his friends and family. One of Mark's housemates, Brett, recognized the guy in the photos as a man he'd run into once before on their property. The house is divided into 2 separate rental spaces, so at the time, Brett just thought he was on the other lease.
He was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And,
there you go. Summary, please. Some summary. It was like, and I was like, and by the way, that was fast, but not horrible. It was fast, but not horrible. Anybody got? Actually, you know what? One of my DDM VIP students dictated it in the last class. Luciana. We got the video up on Coach Shane's ESL. You can check that out. She dictated it again. No. Wondering again. Okay. I'll do it again. So Planet, Kero. Okay, Diana, that's pretty good. Diana, that's pretty good. Okay. Unju, not too bad. I'll play it 3 more times. Don't worry about dictation. No dictation. And in this situation, guys, just take a step back and listen. And just listen. Okay, I'll play it 3 times. Good luck.
oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And,
I'll go to he was like. I'll be really, really nice and give you he was like.
Other lease.
he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like,
and I was like, I included and I was like. So we got he was like and I was like, okay?
he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And
Yeah, great job, Lucy. Really, really good. You missed some words, but that's fine. Really, really good. Good. Andy, not too bad. Not too bad. I like it, like it, like it. Yeah. Tamil. Ooh, really good. Yeah. Tamil. Or Tamian Sato. Nice. Yeah, look at that. You guys are doing so much better. So much better. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Now, mon frère, you must dictate. Good luck.
He was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. And I was
Ba-dum. Yeah, it was fast, but it was okay fast. Seriously, yeah, I agree. It was fast, but it wasn't too horrendous. I'm serial. Let me change my there. Okay, good. Okay, so I got two questions for you guys. First of all, see these yellow, the yellow A, the yellow O, and the yellow E, right? Who can tell me in perfect pronunciation, proper pronunciation, what are those vowel sounds? What are the vowel sounds? What are the vowel sounds of the yellow A and the yellow O and the yellow E? Tell me, please. Da, 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 da. I just made a new song. It's great. Yeah. Dictate. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Dictating is challenging, but I do understand. Okay, so I got to talk about this because this is really important. This is why dictating is uber importante. So Planet Carol wrote A. So you're saying it's a vowel, right? So now, by the way, guys, every vowel has two pronunciations. Get out of here. So I'm asking you what the yellow vowel, what the pronunciation is. Remember, we have basically 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. And every vowel in America, every American child learns there is a short vowel sound and a long vowel sound. And I'm asking you, these 3 vowels sound the same. They're the same perfect pronunciation. They're the same vowel sound. What is the vowel sound? Good job. Then no, it is the proper sound is a short U. The short U is like sun, but, uh, uh, one, one, and here we have the one. Was. The perfect pronunciation of those three vowels is a short U. So even though it's an A, even though it's an O, even though it's an E, oh my God, this is why English is terrible. This is why you have such a hard time with pronunciation, because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, seriously. Was, wonder, that is perfect pronunciation. Now, somebody wrote schwa. Who was it? A couple people wrote schwa. Yeah. In daily pronunciation, these are all going to become a schwa. Now, wondering typically is not a schwa, but that guy said it as a schwa. I was wondering. Yeah, it was fast. I was wondering. Now, the word I, daily pronunciation. Anybody know? Daily pronunciation of I. We can add the word my too. My daily pronunciation. I, my. What's the daily English pronunciation? Remember, the daily pronunciation is R. Right? So we usually say R. Remember, and the daily pronunciation is N. What about I, my? What's the daily pronunciation of I and my? Yeah, Jennifer, that's what DDM is. That's why it's so important. It's really important. DDM it's build your listening skills based on how Americans speak. So perfect pronunciation is I and my, but daily pronunciation of I is ah. Okay? My, or even or ah. And my is usually ma. So I'm going to stick with the uhs. We're going to focus on this. So I like English. I like. That's all we hear. I like English. I like English. I love movies. I love movies. I love movies. I love movies. We should say, I love movies. I love movies, but we don't. We say, I love movies. I love movies. Oh, yeah. This is my car. 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 My car. Yeah, we say that. Okay. So I was wondering. Did he say ing?
He was like, oh, I was wondering why I get.
Wondering. More of an in sound. I think it was more of an in sound, so there's no G. I was wondering when I get. This is more of a syllable, but there's a stop D. When I would get.
To meet the people that live here, and I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering why I get to meet the. Like, oh, I was wondering why I get to meet the.
When I would get. That's what he says. When I would get to meet the.
He was like, oh, I was wondering why I get to meet the people that live here.
People at. Now here, the L is killing the TH. People at. And what we have is, like I said earlier, we stretch it. So it's people at, and it's more of a let. People at live here. It's a stop sound. People at. So when the L or the N or the S kills the sound, we don't just link, we stretch. Okay? Remember, we had in that situation, it just completely linking. There's complete linking. So we had our and didn't we have in Anyway, and the D is gone, and this N is 100% over here. So we say nah. But here, if we're going to cancel, the N is going to cancel the D, cancel the TH. It's N. N. And that's the situation here, too. We have the L killing the TH. So the L is going to kill the TH, but we still leave the L over here. People live here. And again, this is a stop sound. So we got a stop D and a stop T. And you guys, trust me, stop sounds are really, really difficult. Stop sounds are something else that you need to master, but that's all I'm going to talk about in this one today. So I was wondering when I would get to meet the people that live here, people that live here, people that live here.
I was like, meet the people that live here. I get to meet the people that live here. I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here. I was like, he was like, oh, I was wondering when I get to meet the people that live here.
Yeah, it's tough, guys, right? I know it's tough. Yeah, it's tough, but don't be, this one is tough. I totally agree. This one is tough, but it's really good to practice because if you come to America, this is the guy you're going to see when you go to the gas station, when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the movies, at the company you work at the school, your classmate, the football player or basketball player that you like, the neighbor, okay, your roommate. This is him. That's the regular person, and that's how they speak, okay? So, yeah, it's something that we need to get used to, all right? I know everybody should speak like me because my pronunciation is perfect. However, they don't. I've tried telling Americans, speak like me. Make Americans speak like Coach Shane. Mascablaka. Not mega, but masculine. Yeah, make Americans speak like Coach Shane, but they don't listen to me. They do not listen to me. So we got to learn. We got to learn. And that, my friends, is what we need to do. So we have I need to answer this question. Dictating is a challenge. Dictating is a challenge, but I do understand. And this is why you guys need to dictate. Where the hell is my thing? There we go. Get out of here. Stop that. Good. This is why you need to dictate. Because a lot of students, they're like, yeah, my English is good. My English is pretty good. But then I give them a sentence like this. There's no difficult words, zero difficult words. So therefore, you should be able to hear it. You can make one mistake or two mistakes. That's no problem. But if you can't hear anything, or if you make a lot of mistakes, you got problems. Dictating will wake you up. Another thing is, students tend to have good English. Their listening skill is good. Their speaking is good. Their vocabulary is very good. But they always make a mistake with and the. They always make a mistake with it and that. They always have, or ing, the ing problem, or ed problems, or s or no s on a sentence. They always make these tiny little grammar or structure problems. Not really listening, not really speaking, but it's a weird problem that you always make. Dictation will show you those problems. And then once you see your problems, you can, at that point, you know where to focus and it shows you, and you can fix it. Okay. So that's why dictating is really important. And when I choose the assignment, when I make the assignments, I choose which sections to dictate. And I know I don't choose the most difficult sections. I choose the sections that will benefit you the most. So that's really important part of DDM. Okay? That's a great idea. Look, Let's all talk to Santa. Of course not. Your English teacher is bad. So, like I said, guys, we have a sale. Join. You really should join. Go to my webpage, letsmasterenglish.com. Sale. We have 3 classes, DDM, Perf, LME 365. LME 365 is very inexpensive. It's a combination of DDM and Perf. It's $25 a month. And actually, if you join for 3 months, it's like $69. It's even cheaper. And then if you join for like a year, it's even cheaper. It's unbelievably cheap, extremely inexpensive. It's LME 365. What that means is every day there's something new. It's incredible. 120 lessons a year, 80 DDM, 40 perf, live classes, most of them on the weekend. You get me 4 times a month, bonus classes from Coach Clive. It's tremendous. It's really excellent. DDM, check this out. It's $45 a month. You get 72 lessons, 6 new lessons every month. Plus, you get LME 365. So you get all of LME 365, 120 lessons, and you can study when you want. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Plus, you get all the new stuff. This is insane. There are more live classes, more speaking challenges, more bonus. Perf, same thing. Perf VIP. If you join Perf VIP, you get all the new lessons, 36 new lessons every year, 3 new lessons every month, plus free access to LME 365. It's insane. It's crazy. It's fantastic. It's really excellent. So, yeah, this is a great time to join. Again, this is monthly. So if it's like you want 3 months or a year, it's even cheaper. It's a very, very good time to join. Trendy Duck, those are homonyms. Homonym, do, 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 do. Homonym, do, 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 do. Same pronunciation. What is the most difficult sound for Russian students? Not to mention THL. Yeah, for Russian students, it's definitely the vowels. Yeah. Nobody really. I believe it or not, my DDM students. I'm thinking right now. I got a coach, Coach Gulia. She's actually Russian, and she's been my student for 5 years, and her pronunciation is so good. She's now a coach. But it's going to have something to do with O's and U's, typically for the Russian students. O's and U's, short double O, something like that. The most popular class is DDM. DDM's the best. This is a DDM lesson. This is DDM 70. Right now, you guys, we're on DDM 736. Yeah, so that's DDM 70. But right now, if I take you to, there we go. The lesson that we just started, we just finished it, was DDM 736. So we got lots and lots and lots and lots of lessons. Vodka. Daniel, your problem is vodka. Yeah, the V. Consonants are always a problem. V, definitely. V and F. Yeah. So perf is great. Perf is about pronunciation. Right now for perf, we're on 293. This is the perf assignment. 293. Yeah. So this is the actual assignment. It's a great assignment. You've got bonus question 1, bonus question 2, vowel follow challenge, my perf, so much. Yeah, it's really excellent. This is a good assignment, this one. This is tough. Good stuff. Yeah, but I would say a lot of DDM students also take perf. But definitely DDM is the most popular. But once again, they're both great. That's why LME 365. LME 365 is a really great combination. You guys can ask me questions. Make sure you get my newsletter. Does everybody get my newsletter? Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Luck So every DDM has an assignment, and of course you should do the assignment, and then the next day check your answers, and the next day check your explanation. Definitely, it's really important. And 30 minutes a day, I tell students at least invest 30 minutes in DDM. Perf is less. Perf is on lesson days is a little bit more, but generally it's easy. Drown, ow, ow, drown, 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 drown. By mastering the pronunciation, Irene. Irene is asking, how can one become a coach working with you? You got to master your pronunciation. Master the pronunciation. And obviously personality, we don't want somebody who all right, everybody, let's go to question number 1. We don't want that. No, none of that. So the person has to be very dynamic, and they need to master pronunciation. So Coach Gulia, I got Coach Gulia, a couple of students that have mastered their pronunciation and are now coaches. Yeah. Excellent. Really. Almost Amerikansky. Not quite. I have many students who have lived in America, lived in Canada for 20, 30 years. Their English is excellent. But the schwa sound, the schwa is the killer. That's the sound that they never master. And a really simple example is the infinitive or the preposition to, right? I went to the park. Okay. And those guys will always say, I went to the park. I went to the park. I went to the park, which is perfect, but not always. Sometimes you got to use a schwa. And that would be, I went to the park. 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 And that's the sound that gets those guys. Yeah. So the schwa is something you need to master. We still do them, Daniel. You just don't get the links. We still do them, Daniel. Well, Irene, we're not hiring anybody right now. We're not hiring anybody. But all of the teachers that I've hired have studied with me at least 3 years. At least 3 years. Because they need to learn my system and how I do it. So if you've been in my program for 3 years and you're interested in teaching, when we're hiring, we can definitely consider that. Definitely. Daniel, I'd like to hire Daniel as a teacher too. Daniel is a great. Daniel is a professor, PhD, but he could teach too. For me, for Russian students, one of the most difficult pronunciation is to keep voiced consonants at the end of words. Yeah, that's not only Russians, a lot of students. That's why I say the stop sounds, especially stop sounds. Stop sounds are always at the end. They're always at the end. And whether they're sharp or voiced, whether they're aspirated or vibrated, doesn't matter. They're tough, very tough. Yeah, Daniel, I definitely think so. But once again, we're not hiring right now. But we will be. Yeah, Daniel would be a good teacher. I don't know. Daniel's kind of mean though. Is it possible to speak like an American if we don't live in America? Absolutely. I have a lot of those students. Absolutely. Yep. I'll tell you though, look, you're from Vietnam. Vietnamese students, because of the language, and also Chinese students actually Chinese students are pretty good. Vietnamese students, a lot of them have a real hard time because duck, 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 duck is the typical style of pronunciation in Vietnamese. So working on linking is something really crucial. Get your consonants and then practice linking and then practice vowels. That's my recommendation. Consonants, master your consonants, then work on linking. Chinese students need to work on linking, and then your vowels. Then you're going to sound much better, and then it's just practice. We will, Daniel. I don't know. We need to grow. So everybody needs to join, or tell your friends to join. It's a great time to join. The prices are our prices are already low considering what we give you. And right now the prices are dirt cheap. They're that low, all the way down to the ground. Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Yeah, voiced consonants at the end. Those are definitely tough. I'm glad. So that's a voiced consonant at the end. GLAD. Okay. So and I'll just practice this one for you. So if we do it perfectly, glad, glad, make the full D. Glad, glad. But what we do is, as the tongue touches for the D, we go glad, right? We touch, release for the D. Glad. But what you need to do is just stop. Glad. And that's it. I'm glad. That's it. That's a stopped voice consonant at the end of a word. And it's something that needs practice. A lot of people want to move their tongue too quickly and it sounds weird, or I have no idea, or they don't want to stop enough. But yeah, that takes practice. Please, Mr. Shane, what do you mean when you say no stress? I explained that already. Were you not here? Yeah. I explained it here. So this, Ricardo, this is being recorded. So you should go watch around the 60. When I talk about in-house in Michigan, this is when I talked about the stressing. Okay. So check that out. Okay, Ricardo. Let and led. Yeah. So that's so once again, it's a good example. So LET and LED. So they're the same. The only difference is this is aspirated. This is vibrated or voiced. Okay. So actually, I'm going to give you an easier one. Be easier for people to pronounce. Sit. Sit. Make the T. Make a full T. Just make that T. Sit. 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 Sid. 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 Now, as long as you can make a difference between the T and the D, it'll be easy. But a lot of students, they can't make this difference. So your pronunciation is not a T or a D at the end of a word. Your pronunciation is the T and the D, and that's vibrated and unvibrated. So the sit, sid, it's all vibrated right here. This is where Coach Matt has the best class for this stuff. But yeah, and then again, it's just stop sounds. Sit, 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 sid, 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 sit, sid, sit. Practice. Sid Barrett, Sid Barrett, Sid Barrett. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, basically unstressed means lazy. That's right. Website, letsmasterenglish.com. Yeah, see, I'm such a terrible businessman. I don't tell you the website. Letsmasterenglish.com. Sid Barrett of Pink Floyd. So there we got 4 stop sounds. Sid Barrett, Pink Floyd. Vibrated D, aspirated T, aspirated K, vibrated D. This is why Daniel should be a teacher, because he knows how to get these words and real quickly. Sid Barrett, Pink Floyd. Yeah, perfect. Rodrigo, I wish to speak like Coach Shane in 4 years more, even like a Texan. I mean, using both accents. Rodrigo, I'll give you 2 years to master regular American pronunciation. And then after that, I'll make a special class just for you, Texan accent. Let's doctor English. All right. All right. Anybody still here? Good. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, guys. I'll give you one more chance to ask any questions. If you have any questions, just let me know. We've been going for 99 minutes. 99 Luftballons. No, we use something better than Zoom. It's just like Zoom. Actually, some teachers use Zoom. We use something called GoToMeeting. It's just like Zoom, GoToMeeting. Some guys use Skype. Which Paul used some Tencent. It's a Chinese one. I can't remember the name. And then I think some guys have used Zoom before. Yeah. But generally we use GoToMeeting. It's much better. It's perfect for teaching. So GoToMeeting. It's free. You guys don't spend anything. And we host our lessons on Box. That's free for you. I pay a lot of money. I pay a lot of money for that. So that's free. So don't ever pay for Box. Not for teaching. Yeah, I know Zoom is good, but not for teaching. GoToMeeting is the best. Definitely. Yeah, so DDM we practice DDM. That's all about American pronunciation. I didn't do any explaining, but there should be explanations and nuance and everything. There's so much. And perf, see if I can find that lesson again. There we go. Perf is how to speak, how to talk, perfect American pronunciation, intonation, rhythm, and flow. So it's all focused on speaking. And I want you guys in these assignments, I want you to speak as perfectly as possible. So that's the idea for perf. So perf is about speaking, and DDM is about speaking and listening, American pronunciation, culture, history. DDM is everything. It really is everything. It's the best. Who's Trendy Duck? Trendy Duck with the off-the-wall questions. Yeah, those are very different words. I'll write it down anyway because I'm a nice guy. Oh, and I told you guys I'd give you a gift. So after I take care of Trendy Duck, I'll give you your gift. This word and this word. Completely different. So I'll give you guys a quiz. The vowel sounds. What is the green vowel and what is the blue vowel? Yeah, Yaki. In order to master speaking, that's why you need to have a coach. That's why Perf is a great class. Great class. Yeah, we have a lot of PhDs, professors, and actual medical doctors. We got a lot of doctors in DDM. A lot of doctors. Anybody tell me? The green A is what? The blue A is what? Good. No. Yeah, so we got one answer is correct. Yeah, we do accept Brazilian real. We do that. Yeah, we can make currencies, any currency. Well, not any currency. We do China to Alipay. We have Alipay in China. Okay, so the green A. Somebody gave me the answer. Who was it? Yeah, good job. Luck got it. It's a long O. Blue A is what? Send us an email about that, Leandro. Our email address is here. You guys, I'll give you your gift right now too. So we were studying DDM 70. DDM 70. If you want the lesson, I'll send it to you. I'll send you a free lesson. So if you want DDM 70, just send me an email. Daily dictation members at gmail.com and just say DDM 70, please, and I'll send it to you. Okay? That's my free gift to you guys. I'll just send you that lesson and you can have it. So the green A is a long O. The blue A is what? What's the blue A? Still no answer. Blue A is an AW vowel. Ah, yeah, very tough. AW vowel, long O vowel. So these vowel sounds are very, very different. So give me an example of a long O. Give me 2 words that have a long O. Give me 2 words, 1 syllable words that have a long O. If I just give you the answers, you guys don't learn anything. You just suck it up and you're dead dumb and that's it. So that's why I have to make you guys think. I have to make you think. It might be frustrating, but that's the only way to learn. Go. Perfect. One more word. Blow. I'll take that one. Sword is actually good too. But we'll make it easier. Blow. Good. Go. Blow. So what's the vowel? It is O. So what's the sound? War. War. Just like war. Okay, same pronunciation. Flow. Slow. Good job, everybody. Nice job. Now, give me 2 examples of the AW. Give me 2 examples of the AW. 2 words, 1 syllable words with AW. Ball. I'll take that. Saw. Yeah. Good job. So, so this is long ball, saw, wall, war, war, wall. Now, if those sound similar to you, you have lots of problems. You have to fix those problems. Hopefully they sound different. I'll say it again. War, wall. Okay. If they sound different, good. Now you need to learn how to make that sound. Okay. If they sound the same, you got a lot of work. You got a lot of work to do. But if they sound different, great job. Now you need to master those sounds. Okay. So that's the difference there. Somebody said world and word. Yeah, that's just a matter of syllables. So word is word and then a stop D. Word, word, and world is world, stop D. So you could actually think of it as 3 syllables if we consider this, but I'll make it easy. Word, world, and actually these R's linked together. Word, world. Yeah. So that's a tough one. This is a very difficult word for a lot of people. Very difficult. Very tough word for many, many people. It is misery. It is miserable. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm out of here. So again, since you joined me, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for joining me. I sincerely appreciate it. We've been online for almost 2 hours. And because you've joined me, and this is only today. So if you guys are watching this, and today is June 26th, it's 11:48 p.m. for me, Saturday. So if you come at me like June 29th or in 2024 and ask, no, I'm not going to do it. Only this time, DDM 70, I'll send you the lesson for free, and then you can get all of this information, the story. It's a fun story. It's a couple of kids. It's a fun story. Maybe I'll be nice and send you a VIP lesson so you can see what that's like. But yeah, so that's what I want to give to you guys. Yeah, IPA, I'm totally against it. That's another topic. It's great if you have no audio coach, but you have me. So you don't need IPA. You have me. Yeah, so I'm out of here. It's a great time to join our lessons. So I really hope that you do get these free lessons. Send me an email now. I'll send them to you. And I want to say gracias, obrigado, shire, 감ung, ohayo gozaimasu. Any other languages out there? Spasibo. I think I got everybody. I'm looking at everybody's name and just trying to guess the nationality. I see psychology of happiness. How the hell would I know where that person's from? So I'm just going to say thank you. So thank you to everybody. Korean, yes. Kamsahamnida. 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 Gracias. I say gracias. Grazie, Italian, right? Merci, merci, merci beaucoup. Yeah, oui, oui. It's a great gift. I hope that you enjoy it. You guys have a great one. I will probably be live again tomorrow. I have no idea what time, but yeah, if you're available, if you want to join, that would be great. And thank you very much. And yeah, muito obrigado. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Now, how do I quit? End stream. Yes. I said that, right? My pronunciation is terrible. Saludos desde Argentina. Oh, you're from Argentina. Cool. Happy winter. Oh, I know. My pronunciation is probably terrible. De nada. Daniel, if you're having problems getting those lessons, yeah, we need to talk. Let me know when you're available. See ya. How do I end? Here we go.